Hey there, welcome back. So I finished the East Blue a little while ago and just kind of forgot to make a video as I continued on. But regardless, we're going to talk real quick about the first saga, I guess, of One Piece. Full disclosure, I watch anime. I don't read manga very often, so the difference between a saga and arc and the chapter, I obviously know what a chapter is, but I'm going to use them wrong, just for the record. For the most part, just considering how much this story entails, I'm just going to talk about the characters, my overall enjoyment, and full spoilers. I did see the anime up to Arlong Park, so going forward, the 99% of the series going forward, I have no idea what happens. We're going to start with the force of nature that is Monkey D. Luffy. The reason I started this series, just power of friendship and determination and an unstoppable, chaotic good, probably, force. I love Monkey D. Luffy. I love how much he cares about his crew. I love everything about this character. You first are introduced to him stabbing himself in the eye, trying to prove he's tough so he can join this pirate crew. And then red-haired Shanks, who is just wonderful, being chill about it. It's just like, you're a kid, learn to swim first and then we'll talk. I love how this bandit guy comes in and is just like, why are you out of alcohol, whatever, and Shanks is trying to resolve the issue peacefully, is willing to share the beer and just be like, hey, let's sit down and enjoy each other's company, have some laughs, good times, and then in response, he smashes the bottle over Shanks' head, and instead of retaliating, he just basically laughs it off, and no big deal, showing that he would rather just a peaceful solution, even if it hurts his pride. Not even, well, he doesn't care, but maybe his reputation of those seeing him, he doesn't care about that. Just Shanks doesn't resort to violence. I like that. However, that is immediately revealed that he let this man live out of the goodness of his heart when that man comes back and Luffy picked a fight with him to stand up for the people of the town, and then Luffy gets threatened. Shanks interferes, and then one of the other bandit guys pulls a gun on him, now threatening actual harm. And we find out what happens when you threaten the captain of these red-haired pirates. Immediately dead, gone. And Shanks goes and saves Luffy, loses an arm in the process, but once again, it's just like, it doesn't matter, you're okay. So we're loving Shanks. I don't think I know really anything about his character. My theory is still he's going to die, and I don't want him to die, so please don't tell me. I need him to be okay. The beginning of the setup for One Piece, I'm not the biggest fan of, which I don't think is an unpopular opinion. I think I've been told it gets better as you go on. Koby, I'm fine with him. I like the idea of this cowardly character growing a spine and joining the Navy and the military, the Navy, reform this corrupt organization. That's, I'm assuming, going to be his arc going forward. I'm happy he's friends with Luffy, very happy they met. I'm just looking forward to seeing what happens the next time he comes back, because I'm pretty sure he's coming back. We meet Zoro, and I will say that I love the friendship that they have immediately after this arc. How he's so devoted to his captain now and protecting him. I've heard people compare ride or die. Zoro's going to have Luffy's back. No questions asked. Join the fight right away. I just don't understand really how it came to that point so quickly. At first, he's just like, you're a pirate. I'm a bounty hunter who goes after pirates. I don't trust you. I don't like you. No, I'm not joining your crew. And then when Luffy jumps in and saves him, he immediately is just like, all right, I guess I'm on your crew now. Again, it's a very small nitpick. I guess I would have liked at least one chapter of him being a little bit hesitant, of being, going from pirates are horrible, I'm going to hunt them down, to immediately just accepting that he's a pirate now. Just one additional chapter is all I would have wanted to just flesh out that just a little bit more. Instead, it's Luffy gets carried off by a bird, and instead of him being like, well, I guess I'm free of my obligation, captain's gone, I can go back to bounty hunting, he's immediately gotta go save the captain. Gotta go save my friend. And again, I love their friendship. I love Zoro. I do. He's really cool. I just want that one more chapter to figure out how we went from bounty hunter to pirate. Regardless. Next we meet Nami. And I will say I liked her introduction more in the anime than the manga. At least in the anime, they set her up a little bit better. Had a couple short little scenes of her like in the background of episodes. So we knew she existed compared to more or less coming out of nowhere. And then I didn't overly appreciate this panel here where it's just like, hey, I'm Nami, I like money and tangerines. That was just like an odd phrasing, but I don't know if it's because I knew what happens in her chapter moving forward, what's going to happen with her in the future, that it's too heavy of foreshadowing, it's too clunky, or if I didn't know, I would have just read that as a quirky statement in line with all the other weird things that can happen in this absurdism manga. Regardless, I did like her introduction better in the anime. What can I say about Nami? She is wonderful. She's a con artist. She lies. She manipulates. She's tricky. She's selfish. She's motivated by money. And she just wants to steal from pirates all the time. I'm going to talk about her more at the end when I get to Arlong Park. I do love her. I don't think I have any criticisms. Not a one. Not a single thing I would ever change about Nami. I don't know if this is a non-popular opinion because I'm not really anywhere involved in the One Piece community. Buggy the pirate. I don't actually like him. I didn't care for his little end and opening chapter things. He's got a cool devil fruit kind of ability. I don't actually like him. I'm interested in seeing his history with Shanks, but that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure he's going to become a recurring villain, maybe Yala, I don't know. I currently not a fan. We'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna move past. Who did we meet next? Usopp. This is an uncommon opinion. I like Usopp. I was not expecting to say that, because in the anime, he annoyed the hell out of me, and I think this was this episodes of the anime that I more or less wanted to give up on, but I wanted to make it to Arlong Park, so I didn't. In the manga, he just feels slightly more competent, a little bit more tricky, not just annoying, not just played off for laughs. I like the fact that he's a good liar. I like how he exaggerates and tells stories. I like that he has a good heart, and he is a coward, but he'll stand up to protect the people he cares about. Just in general, I'm excited to see where Usopp goes. He's by no means my favorite, but I definitely liked him more in the manga than the anime. Another thing I really liked better about the manga is just the pacing in general. My god, the anime somehow seemed so slow in pacing, and yet there were sections that were too fast. The action was great, but it was just dragged out for episodes. And this Syrup Village, whatever the place's name is, in the anime, this many episodes, and I'm like, oh, it's just a couple easy little chapter to read in the manga. It goes by so quick. I enjoyed the pacing. I don't understand why it was animated the way it was. I also really liked the villain of this arc, the cat-themed people. I liked how he's always pushing his glasses up like that, so he doesn't stab himself in the eyes with the cat claws. I liked the reveal. I liked the setup. It was a little bit weird and exposition-y, like, hey, the author didn't really trust the reader to get it, so they explain it to you, like, twice. And this guy here, as they're exposition dumping their plans, like, that guy should have already known the plan. So that's a little bit annoying, but I get that it's targeted for a younger audience. I'm hoping that the dialogue hopefully will mature with its audience, I assume. Now, my biggest shock is the fact that I really like Sanji. When he came in, his story arc and everything about him, again, still not my favorite character. However, I despise this man in the anime. The hard eyes, instant love struck, ogling women kind of character, I'm not a fan of. And I say this as a massive Naruto fan. I'm obsessed with that anime. I am a couple months away from getting a Naruto tattoo. Don't hate me. Jiraiya. What happens to him, I felt nothing for. Because I appreciated his relationship with Naruto. I appreciated how he trained him, supported him, genuinely cared for him as a father figure should have. But when what happens, he was, in my mind, still just this perverted old man who lusted after women all the time, and I'm just like, I don't care about this character. You mean nothing to me. It was a fact I couldn't get past, and the nostalgia wasn't strong enough for me to care about him. I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I just didn't care about him. So Sanji, having a similar-ish, though not as lecherous, spying on them kind of angle to it. I wasn't the biggest fan of him in the anime. It's still present in the manga. However, because I guess it's just in a panel, I can skim over it easier. It's not as played for laughs. I enjoy his fighting style. I absolutely love his backstory about why he won't just turn anyone away. He's always going to provide food to a customer even if they can't pay. How his ship was boarded and attacked by pirates, and him and the captain of the pirate get isolated or marooned on this rock for days. I think it's like 50-odd days, and nothing to eat, nothing to drink. And they split the food. The pirate captain guy said, here, you get this small amount of food. I'm bigger, I need more. You go look for help on that side of the rock. I'll stay looking for help on this side of the rock, and we'll flag down any ships that the other sees. And then as he's slowly starving to death, he runs out of food, and he goes to get the captain's food to find out that this merciless pirate had given Sanji all of the food so he could survive, and then ate his own leg, giving up on his dream so Sanji could live, because they both shared the same dream, to find the All Blue. And then when they're rescued, they open up this restaurant together with head chef and Sanji working as just a cook. But still, I loved it so much. Then Gin shows up. I need him to become a recurring character because I loved it. His loyalty to Don Creed, but his respect and appreciation for Sanji and the other crew, the restaurant in general, for saving them, like for giving them food. And how now Don Creed wants to attack and take the floating restaurant ship boat thing to go back to the Grand Line because it'll be unexpected for other pirates to attack them. Oh, I love Gin. I need him to be a recurring character. Now I need to just gush about why this section's probably one of my favorites. What's his name? Dracul Mihawk? Oh my god. Oh my god. I forgot about this character when I didn't forget, regardless. This should be, he is the greatest swordsman in the world. The ones, Zoro wants to fight and beat to get the title from. This should have been a man that you're only hearing whispers about. You're seeing the devastation of what he's capable of. Like Ozai behind a wall of fire, just being built up slowly over time. This ominous presence in the series that you're building to, like the big boss battle at the end of a saga. It shouldn't have been just some guy strolling in on a boat and then destroying an armada, taking down a ship with one strike. You're just like, who is this man? He just took down that ship with one slice of his sword? What? It's very little build-up having given other than his name being mentioned a couple times, and it works so well because he doesn't need build-up. He can introduce himself just fine by his presence alone. Zoro pulls up and is just like, you're the greatest swordsman in the world. You're going to fight me. And Mihawk takes out this itty bitty little blade because it's the smallest thing he's got. If he had a nail cutter, he would use the file of it and destroy them all. I love this man. He needed no build-up. Seeing the characters go up against what should be the big bad so early on, it was incredible. Not saying that he is a bad guy at all. I'm looking forward to see what happens, especially considering how much Zoro was able to get his respect so quickly through showing his, I guess, not perseverance, respect for the skill of sword fighting. I'm not sure how to explain it, but just getting his respect. And then Mihawk cutting him down, but saying, I'm not going to finish you off. You are going to go see more of the world and get stronger and come fight me again. And it was great. It was perfect. And then Zoro swearing he'll never lose again. And Luffy being happy his friend's okay and that he's going to fulfill his dreams. And it's great. It's great. The rest of the battle with Don Creed, extremely entertaining. I loved this arc, I guess, so much. During all this, Nami has stolen the Going Merry and is going back to her village, where it's revealed that she is a captain or lieutenant or whatever, member of Arlong's crew. The fishman, responsible for killing her adopted mother and terrorizing her village. And you're just like, she's a witch, she's horrible, she's only interested in money, she's been conning them all this time, she's killed Usopp. Except she's not. She has sacrificed every part of herself for her village. And she thinks that they hate her for joining this pirate crew, when really she's trying to buy back the village to keep them safe. Except they also already know this, but they don't want to let her on that they know what she's doing, because they want to give her the out. If she knows that they're relying on her to save them, then she's obligated to follow it through, to get the money to buy back the village. She can't run away, and they want her to always have that option. Like, if she doesn't know that we know, then she can just leave. She can run. She can get herself to safety. We can't have her we can't be relying on her and her know it. It's a whole thing. I bawled my eyes out, knowing it was coming. When she is broken down, when Arlong betrays her, and she loses everything, and she begs Luffy for help, and he puts his hats, his most prized possession, his true treasure, on her head, and it's just like, let's go. And they roll up on Arlong Park. And seeing each of their fights was incredible. I love that Luffy doesn't completely overshadow the other Straw Hats. They have their own moments, they have their own skills. But then the force of nature, that is Monkey D. Luffy, rains down on Arlong Park and levels it. It is just incredible. Then following chapters is just learning a little bit more about the original Pirate King. We're introducing some characters who I know nothing about. I'm excited to see where that storyline goes. This smoke guy and this demon guy. We're on the Grand Line, or we're heading for the Grand Line. I think we're on the Grand Line. I'm very, very excited to see where One Piece continues. I will be finishing this. I'm going to. I'm not giving up. I'm just taking my sweet time getting through it. I will talk to you later.